Guys, I am approaching the 10-minute mark for the first time in I can't even tell you how this is the first video I've ever hit the 10-minute mark. All right, guys, so we're going to talk about a few topics in this, so it could potentially get a little lengthy. The number one topic is why I'm not modifying my car even more. First off, there's two reasons for this. Number one is I'm letting my bank account build back up again so that I can then decide what I want to do. The number two reason is I pretty much finished up what I consider like my first stage of modifications. And right now I'm kind of enjoying what I did to the car. I am not in a race to build this thing as fast as possible, nor am I looking to put like $30,000 into this car. So, you know, I'm kind of just enjoying what it is that I've done to the car at the moment, you know, saving up a little bit for the next set of modifications that I want to do. And in between this little separation, this little gap, I plan on doing some styling, some small styling cues, the oil catch can, which I will be ordering, but I heard takes like, you know, a month or two because they need an insane amount of time to catch a unicorn and make a catch can out of it. So that's going to be ordered tomorrow probably, and then I gotta wait like a month and a half, 2 months. So we'll see how that goes. So what I'm trying to say is that the next set of performance modifications are a little distance away, and on that list would be headers, a throttle body, and a couple of other modifications similar to that. So we'll see when that time comes. I'm kind of hoping that this channel continues building, and I don't have to dive as much into my own personal checking account. The channel is bringing in some revenue, but it certainly doesn't make up for, you know, the modifications that I've done already to the car. So I'm kind of I want to get to the point where this thing is basically just paying for itself, and that's pretty much that. Now, the other day I was watching a channel, and they openly admitted to clickbait, and it started getting me thinking, like, why channels actually do it. And I didn't understand really why channels did it. I mean, you do kind of, but to get more views, right? But I'll tell you, when you have a YouTube channel, it gets addicting. And when you're watching the green arrows going up, and if you have a couple of bad videos, you watch your statistics tanking. It's very, very tempting to make up for that with a clickbait title, because it gets people clicking. It ups the revenue of the video. But I myself would never really get wrapped up in that, because it exhausts your subscriber base. People just start disregarding your uploads, and that kind of stinks. And you know, Mike from Street Speed, he has really cool content, you know, and a lot of people do like his content. It's just he's known as a clickbaiter, you know, and that's something that you don't want. You don't want to be known as a clickbaiter. And eventually people just start unsubscribing. So it's definitely something that I wanted to talk about, because clickbait has become something that's way too common in YouTube, and it kind of stinks. But you know, to the channels that are doing this every single day, it's very difficult for them to come up with content that is worthy of being uploaded, really. I mean, it is really hard coming up with content on a regular basis, and one that's worthy of being uploaded. So, you know, a lot of people, they're just lazy as hell, and they just want to put an upload in, and at the last second when they're ready to upload, they'll create some kind of crazy thumbnail and some headline, and that's that, you know, to help their statistics. It's short-sighted thinking. Now, the last topic that I wanted to talk about is someone actually had a question, and this is like multiple people now that have had this question, is uploading to YouTube, and what software do I use, and all that other nonsense that goes along with creating videos for YouTube. So I'm going to let you know what I do, and I hope it helps. Now, uploading a video is pretty simple. If you created a channel, on the top right, you'll see an upload area. You simply click that and drag your video onto the screen, and then it starts uploading. That's super simple. Now, the actual shooting of a video, I use my iPhone. I have a holder, and typically I will if I want a driving sequence or something like that, where you see the outside of the car, I will ask someone for assistance. And once I kind of have an idea of how I want the video to kind of play out, I then I connect my iPhone to my Mac and put all the videos into iPhoto, which is your library. And once all the photos are off the camera, I delete them, and now that they're in the iPhoto, I drag the photos that I want, or I'm sorry, the videos that I want, into iMovie. iMovie is going to allow you to clip and piece together the video. You can put background music to it, and it's a very beginner's type of program. It's not advanced editing or anything along those lines. Like, I used to be able to edit Final Cut Pro and, you know, do some sophisticated video editing, but my career path has moved away from that, so I don't really need to do video editing hardcore. So you can add filters, you can dull down music, and there's a lot of different effects that you can do with iMovie, and that comes, I believe, standard with every single Mac. So if you're looking to start a channel, it's probably an even more wise decision to get a used Mac as opposed to like this beautiful GoPro that's, you know, $700. It's more important that you have the editing software as opposed to the better camera angles, okay? Because if you're not going to be able to piece the thing together correctly, it's not going to come out as good. So I think getting a GoPro and all that other stuff is awesome, and I was definitely going to do it. But to be honest with you, you don't need anything more than a damn iPhone. Go look at some of the biggest YouTube channels. Go look at tall car reviews or whatever, tall guy car reviews. Look at Street Speed. I mean, they have one camera. The guy's just boom, and that's that. You know, like, don't get wrapped up with, oh, I need fancy equipment, I need fancy editing software, or this or that. What you need is something to say, and for people to actually like what you're saying, and then they'll hop on board. It is not the picture quality. It is not the this or that. Look at my first 10 videos. Scroll all the way back, and you'll see my camera work was awful. My editing was awful. Everything was awful. But if you listen to what it is that I was saying, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't terrible. So people started jumping on board. Guys, I am approaching the 10-minute mark for the first time in I can't even tell you how this is the first video I've ever hit the 10-minute mark. And you know what? If you've made it this far, Jesus, man, you are friggin' amazing. And I really do appreciate you listening to me drone on and on. Hey, listen, I hope some of this was actually helpful. I really do. I want everybody to join in on the party of uploading to YouTube. It is the one tool that allows you to make money at any point. You have the potential to make money, and there's no excuses. Like, it's awesome. It's like, I can't explain it. You have the ability to collect an income on the side and collect income when you're not even working, you know, and I love that. It's like the ultimate passive income. So either way, guys, thank you for subscribing. Keep subscribing. I need more. We need to keep building this channel. So thank you a ton for listening and hearing me out. And there you go, a 10-minute video. That's out of control.